So in front of me is the latest Land Rover Discovery, probably one of the most versatile, family-friendly cars on the road today. And we're gonna see how good it is. We're gonna have a little play on the road. We're gonna see how practical it is. Can I get a child seat in it? I'm rubbish at that, by the way. And also how good the 7 seats are. So let's go have a bit of fun. Let's have a little look. So this Discovery, when it came out, I didn't actually like it. And I think many of us could probably agree with this. But now, for some reason, I think they're fantastic. So this 5th generation version of the Discovery came out in 2017. Now they have updated a few things because this is pretty much one of the latest ones at the moment. You know, you've got the front grille, they put on some more aggressive alloys, they made just a few things look a bit meaner, a few areas like the Discovery black badge and a bit of like black kit everywhere. So very, very subtle changes, but this really has grown on me over the years. And like I said, when it first came out, I wasn't a big fan. I think all of us really liked the boxy look of the Discovery 4 and obviously its predecessors. And this one with its new design was a little bit, we're not quite happy. But now, I think, could be a bold statement, this is actually one of the best Land Rovers that's on the market today. Another part which actually has grown on me is the back. And this was a big controversial area at the start when this 5th generation came out, was how they designed it. So when it did come out, I don't think a lot of people liked the number plate being on the left hand side. It looked a bit odd, it wasn't quite central. But now, because it's a little bit quirky, I think it stands out compared to anything else. And you know, there's also a nice clean look, it's just different. But it still does represent a bit of that boxy look which the Discovery 4 and the predecessors had. So thumbs up, I do like it now. So just before we see how practical this car is, let's have a little look at the engine. Now, this is what I would say is a non-spicy engine, but the right engine. It's what they call the D300. So we've got around 300 brake. Let's have a little look at the engine if I can. There we go, one-handed, check that out. So this does 0 to 60 in just over 6.5 seconds, which is pretty quick for this size of a beast from a 300 brake horsepower diesel. It can tow pretty much the world and can get your family where it needs to be. And it will go up pretty much any hill. So this is what I call the right amount of power for the right car. So let's jump inside because it's extremely sunny out here and I'm gonna burn to an absolute crisp. So let's quickly get the AC on and have a little look. There is a beauty about air conditioning on a very, very hot day, especially being a redhead. This is heaven for me. So the interior of this car is lovely. Now, it's a little bit what I'd call a bit more rugged, a bit more of the tougher stuff, but you still get all the comfort, which is just brilliant. So just starting with comfort at the headrest, I've got so much play in it. I've never had so much movement in the headrest. I can come forwards, I can come back. I've got a little electric button down here which can raise it and bring it down. I've even got these little pillows at the side so I can get super, super comfy, which is brilliant. I've got tons of armrests. So I've got a really big chunky armrest here, armrest to the side, and I've even got my own separate one, which is lovely. I can even get my elbow up here and I'm just in such a wonderful driving position. It's so comfortable. So if I turn you around and show you the cockpit, we do have multiple buttons, which I do like. We still have them because obviously in a lot of brand new modern cars, they are getting rid of these, which I don't know if that's bringing back. I'm not too sure if that's a law yet that they're bringing back buttons, don't know. Please let me know on that one. We do have obviously a little volume button, which is very handy, and a driver select. So that comes out, and there we go, super easy. Just to select my modes, my eco mode, comfort mode, and off-road mode if I need to. So display has everything you need. This probably is a whole nother video talking about this, but entertainment system is pretty good. Very, very easy, not too overcomplicated. I know some cars are getting a bit crazy here, but pretty much everything is super easy to find when you need it. So that, and again, that's a whole new ball game because there's a lot going on in here. But if you don't know by now, I am a sucker for storage and cup holders, and this has everything. So we have all the storage that you need. We have cup holders, like so, different bits of storage there. We've got phone charging, and plug that in, then I'll charge my phone, and I can fit another phone there, which is brilliant. We've got charging points here and more in here. USB and USB-C, which is good. We've got more storage and a huge bit of storage. Look, I can fit my whole arm in there. That is ridiculous. Look at that, that's stupid. And we've got double glove compartment, one at the top. There we go, more in there. And one down here, big one there. We've got lovely giant door bins, which is great. I've even got a big bottle down here. Look at that, that fits in there wonderfully. And we've even got a little bit of a secret one. Pop this button. We've got more in there, which we can hide things. Probably good to hide a phone in there so I don't get distracted. Look at that. Oh, put it there. There we go. So something I didn't show was the double panoramic roof. Look, if I press this button here, open that one up, or that one there we go, because you've got to press it the right way around. And look at that. So great for all your passengers and me here too. Right, let's jump in the back. There we go. Right, shut the door, keep the AC on. There we go. It's cozy. I've got loads of headroom. It's very comfortable, loads of legroom, and bear in mind that seat in front of me is my driving position, and you can see, look, I've got loads of legroom, no problem at all. We've got heated seats, we've got all your USB-C ports, this is great. We've got little, what I call little magazine racks to put all your magazines, or it should be a mat place, I guess. But other than that, it's lovely. A wonderful place to be in the back. Storage bins down here as well. So happily be at the back here for many hours if you're going for a long road trip. It's a good place to be. So this is one of those big rear facing ones. So what is good is that the doors open really wide, so I can get this in with no problem. And what we do is we flip this little bit up, line it up, get our nice locking pins in place, like so. There's one. Get this one in as well, if I can reach around. There's two. Click it all in, and we're done. That was super easy, and I'm dreadful at doing this. This one also does have a third anchor point, which I can bring to the back of this passenger seat here, or you can go over the top, right around the back here as well. But other than that, that was brilliant. So this Discovery does have a monstrous amount of space still, with around 1,100 litres in the boot, which is a crazy amount. That'll get prams, suitcases in, everything you need. I mean, check this out. And you press the button here, and that will go down. Lovely. So there's our 7 seats. We can even fold these seats down, give them more space if you need it. So to get these seats up, you don't need any technical buttons. You literally just pull these straps, 1 and 2. Bring the headrest up, like so. Lovely. Right, so let's have a go at getting into the back seats of this Discovery 5. So it's really easy. All I need to do, push this button here. That will go down like so. Don't have to touch anything. I can now just slide the seat, which is great. I can get in. Apologies for the bit of a wiggly camera right now. There we go. I'm in. Press, oh, sorry. Pull it first. There we go. Then press the button. Always get them the wrong way around. And then I'm in. Look at that. So what's the verdict at the back here? A little bit more space than a BMW X7, not quite as much as a Defender 130. Now that is a big back seat, so that's a little bit different. But I'm comfortable. I still have a decent amount of leg room. My bum's comfortable. I've got good headroom. That's what you didn't get in the X7, and you do struggle in a Q7. In this, I get a decent amount. And remember, I am tall, so I'm quite happy here. I could be here for a while. If the seats maybe were just a little bit further forward, just to give me the extra bit of like foot room, I'm happy. Right, let's go for a little ride. See how this is. Air conditioning on, seatbelt on. Let's have a go. So like I said at the start of this video, this will do 0 to 60 in about 6.5 seconds. So we've got it in drive. Let's have a go. Foot down. Nice, nice pull. Liking it. 60. Very good. I'm liking the pull there. Nothing crazy, obviously, but enough to really feel it in this size of vehicle. And to a point, it actually still gave me quite a smile. I really like it. So this has two modes of driving. Doesn't necessarily really have a sport mode as such. It does have flappy paddles here, which you can still have a little bit of fun with. So you've got drive mode and obviously eco mode. So I'm in drive at the moment, which is nice and comfortable. But we'll have a little go at playing with Mars Buchanan a little bit, because there's again a big beefy diesel. But I think we can get something pretty decent. So let's whack it into eco and we'll see. Give it a few miles. We'll do about 10 miles. We'll go through town. We'll do some little windy roads and a little bit of sort of dual carriageway motorway. And let's have a go. Let's see what we can get. So I've been driving for about 10, 11 miles now. And I've actually been managing 35 miles per gallon, which is really good. I reckon on a long motorway journey, this, at tinkering around that sort of 65, 70 miles an hour, I can't see why you can't be doing 40 miles per gallon, which is brilliant. And bearing in mind, this has a huge fuel tank of just under 90 litres. So you're going to be getting 600 miles of range, no problem at all. You could go from literally London to Edinburgh in one drive and have no problems. Lovely. That's what it's designed for. This is what this car can do. And what I do like is the presence of this vehicle on the road. You're in this middle ground. Everyone appreciates you. Everyone knows you're a family man. You know what you're doing. You've gone for practicality. You've gone for real world, which is what this car is. It's the car you need in everyday life. It just doesn't need to shout. It's that type of vehicle. It's the one you want to do everything right. The 7 seats, the huge boot, the fact of it can go off-road in incredible ways. It has mountains of storage, and it's just such a comfortable, relaxing ride. What I do like is you're big enough on the road to make a little bit of a presence, but you're not too big where you feel like you can't get into a Tesco car park, for example. You've got these huge mirrors so you can see everything, and with its air suspension, you just get such a lovely, comfortable ride, like in any high-end Range Rover, which is great. And if I just go around this roundabout, let's put a bit of effort in, a bit of speed in, see how much it rolls. There's a little bit of lean, but that's just because I'm a big 4x4. Grand scheme of things, I absolutely love it. It doesn't have that horrible body roll, which you do get in obviously other cars for such a large nature. This is lovely. It still has a little bit of elegance to it. So if you like this video, let me know below. Also check out this one over here. But I hope you really enjoyed it. A little bit different. Hope to do many more videos like this of some good cars and an honest car review. So let me know if you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you very soon.